Welcome back, everybody. I'm here on Anime Last Stand, taking out the Tokyo Ghoul update units. So we have White Reaper Spectre. I have triple S stats with Glitch Glorious, and then we have One Eyed Devil, Kukaja. That's a funny way to do it. Triple S stats with Avatar Mystical. This is the first mystical unit I have pulled. Upset that it was on her, of all people. And then we have One-Eyed Centipede Kukaja with triple S stats and Avatar Glorious. So, to start off, we are going to start off with One-Eyed Devil. So she has 1.61 million damage on placement with 2.73 SPA, and she also has bleed as well. So it looks like she is a circle AoE, and she is 750 for placement. So let's go ahead and take a look at the passives. We have Ukakugane. Every 5 crits, switch forms. There's Eye, which gives you plus 30% range, 10% crit chance, and apply exposed on attack, which does it afflicted enemies receive plus 25% damage and plus 100% elemental damage for 15 seconds. Then there's Mouth, which applies fear and despair on attack. Arm, which is plus 35% damage, minus 10% SPA. You apply crippled on attack. With Leg, you do plus 20% damage, minus 10% SPA, and you apply Weakened on attack. After every full cycle, you deal times 15 damage in range, and you apply Daze. And then we have Uka Hukaja. Whenever detachment active buffs are not applied, plus 35% range, deal 10% damage to all enemies in range every second, attacks inflict bleed. Looks like she's inflicting exposed right now. So let's go ahead and start upgrading her. So you got 1, 2, and we have Kukaja Barrage. I don't know if I have attack effects on. I do not. Can't even see anything if she even is doing anything. Anyways, so we have Detachment. So select one mode from Ukakugane to sing for 25 seconds. Depending on the selected mode, apply the following buffs. If you choose Eye, it's minus 20% SPA and you go to full AoE. Mouth, you apply permanent fear and despair to all enemies in range. Arm, you get plus 10% damage, full AoE. Legs is plus 20% damage, minus 10% SPA, and you gain strat. And then there are rules to it. You cannot select the same mode twice consecutively, and you must cycle through all 4 modes before reusing one, and buffs are additive to previous mode buffs. So you can stack the buffs on each other basically. So let's go ahead. Let's start with I. Changes her to full AoE. Let's go ahead and keep upgrading while we're at it. So we're at 102 mil, 231, 538, 44 mil. And on max placement, we're doing 2.74 bill every 7.51 seconds with bleed on top of it. I believe with bleed, we are doing. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Let's use Mouth. Apply fear. Spare to all enemies in range. They die instantly, so that really doesn't matter. Interesting. On to the next one. Let's use Arm. Plus 35% damage. Now we're doing 3.98 bill, and now we're doing crippled. So with bleed, she's doing around 4 bill. 4 bill in total with bleed. And next is Leg. So she's not bad. Like for damage, SPA wise, with all the different modes you can enter, it's like she's not bad damage wise. I might try to get glitched on her just to see what I can get. Because I think this one's probably the best one, honestly. Doing 3.98 bill with crippled. So I take more damage. Anyways, so let's go ahead, switch on to the next one. Let's use one-eyed centipede kukaja. Anyways, I hate the way they pronounce that. So we have an ability on placement, which is Flesh Eater. Upon activation, select the unit for 75 seconds. One-eyed centipede gains plus 45% damage, minus 15% SPA. Rin Kukaja passive. Any non-damaging status effects the selected unit had. Okay. For 15 seconds, selected unit is stunned, cannot be buffed or cleansed, and there's a failsafe. If this ability isn't used for 150 seconds, one-eyed centipede's damage is reduced by 2% until minus 100%. This debuff cannot be removed or cleansed and only ends when this ability is used. Interesting. So if you don't use the ability, he starts getting debuffed. Interesting. Hungry Urges. Whenever a unit is stunned in one-eyed centipede's range, increase that stun by 10 seconds, 5 seconds if one-eyed centipede is under Flesh Eater. Steal 25% of the stun unit's damage with a cap of plus 1000% of one-eyed centipede's damage. Jeez. If one-eyed centipede is stunned, decrease the stun by 50%, stun the closest unit for the same time after the stun, and steal 10% of that unit's damage with a cap of plus 500% one-eyed centipede's damage. Ren Kugane. Every attack for unit SPA divided by 2 seconds. All debuffs on allies are reduced by 50%, and all buffs are increased by 10%. Interesting. So they have to be stunned in range. I'll probably come back to this and I'll grab a unit who stuns people. See if I can. Or actually, no, his literal pass does a. Oh, I don't have anybody in his range, so we'll have to max him out first. Okay, so let's go ahead. He's doing line AoE, and then violent thrash, so circle AoE. Now he has dismantled, and now frenzied ravage, full AoE with mutilate. So he's 927 mil. Alright, so max we're doing 1.17 bill, with mutilate doing 2.34 bill. Not bad on damage. So if I were to, I have these two maxed out for something else. So let's put Ito in his range, max her out. Cheater. Yes. Interesting. There's a lot going on here. Oh, it's stacked. Okay. Alright, well now he's doing that. Jesus, his damage. That is interesting. Interesting. Wow, his damage output went to a lot. I wonder if I'll be able to use it again before it disappears. Oh jeez. Come on. I want mutilate the update. 15 bill. 0.8 bill. Well, Kaneki's damage is up there. Alright. I'm actually liking him now. I'm gonna have to get glitched on him, Loki. Alright. That's enough playing around with that. Alright, let's go to Arima next, who is a little interesting. So, Arima is a little interesting. So, he can only target boss type enemies, which is insects. Attacks deal only 5% damage to non-boss enemies. And then he has Reverence and Fear. Revered. Every attack buff allies in range by plus 5% damage for 3 seconds. Feared. Every third attack does times 2 damage and apply fear. Then we have Your Eyes Are the Eyes of a Dead Man. Enemies entering range suffer persistent pressure, deals plus 2.5% damage to an enemy for each status effect they are under. Then we have the Dead Cannot Stop Me. Activates 20 ways after placement and it replaces your eyes. Enemies entering range suffer persistent despair, deals plus 5% damage to an enemy for each status effect they are under. And then we have Weapon Manufacturer. Upgrades are gated by nearby godly units, so they have to be in his range. So, the reason why I have these two. So, don't remember what his max range is, but I'll probably lower it. So AXI weapon on upgrade 5 requires 1 max upgrade godly unit in range, and triple S weapon upgrade 9 requires 2 max upgrade godly units twice in range. Cannot upgrade to upgrade 5 or 9 without meeting this requirement. So let me go ahead, let me see how far I need him to be. Let's just put him over here since they are over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start upgrading him. So he does have bolts on placement. So then let's go ahead. He does do a lot of damage though, I will not lie. So we have AXI weapon. It's doing 3.39 bill every 4.17 seconds. And he's also a perfect seal, which I really like. He's doing a bill per second. Jeez. Alright, now we have triple S. Oh my. He's a line AoE. And then upgrade 10 and 11. So now we have Flower Bed of Corpse passive. Alright, so the AXI weapon passive. Land repost 20% chance on crit to follow up, can reproc. Stalwart Shield, when set to none, he's immune to stuns. Homing Tentacles follows up the attacks the ally with the lowest SP in range, dealing 30% of this unit's damage. Triple S weapon, Coup de Grace, 50% chance on crit, follow up, can reproc. Boss damage increases by 0.5% for every 1% missing HP on the strongest boss in range. And Utaku Shards, Kaku Shard, I don't know why I said Otaku, anyways. Okaku Shards, every second attack plus 30% range and apply bleed, deal plus 10% damage per bleed type DLT on the enemy. And then the last passive, Flower Bed of Corpses. Every attack increases boss damage taken by plus 1%, resets on kill with 100% cap. Critical hits drain 0.5% max HP from boss enemies, but 50 billion cap can no longer deal any damage to non-boss enemies. So Arima just looks like he's mainly meant to shred bosses. So that lower the health the boss gets, the stronger he gets. Because with the triple S weapon passive, he starts increasing in damage for every 1% HP they lose. So he's more or less meant to be added on with other units to shred bosses. So it's more or less all he's good for. If I have to say, overall the units, they're kind of iffy. They're not the most useful. Kaneki I kind of like. I got Mystical on. I mean, I guess I'll find some use for her, but they're not really the best in my opinion, especially Arima. I'll take him into like a mode to see how well he does against certain bosses, but I don't know. I think they could have done better with the units, but that'll be it for this showcase. I don't have the extreme boost unit, unfortunately. I honestly did not want to go grinding for those capsules, and especially for trying to get the Underground capsule. So I'm probably not going to make a video on the extreme boost. I mean, if I get it, I will, but I'm probably not going to. So I'll see y'all when the next update drops. You have a good one.